Have you ever found yourself struggling to climb the stairs or catch your breath on a short walk? Even though you still feel mentally as energetic as ever, you're not alone. Once you cross that threshold of 50, the wear and tear on your legs can creep in faster than you'd expect, making simple movements feel heavier than they used to. It's not just the knees, it's the calves, the thighs, the ankles, parts of the body you relied on without a second thought in your younger years. It's a slow process at first. Maybe you notice a little stiffness in the morning, or you get tired from walking around the grocery store. Before you know it, your legs feel weaker overall, and everyday tasks become annoyances you never had to worry about before. The good news is, there's a way to get in front of that decline, or at least put some serious brakes on it, by focusing on specific foods that help restore and maintain strength where you need it most. Shifting your eating habits might not sound as exciting as a new workout routine, but your muscles, bones, and joints rely on critical nutrients that often get overlooked once you're past your 50th birthday. It's not just about more protein, though that matters. It's about a blend of antioxidants, minerals, high-quality fats, and vitamins that keep muscles firing smoothly and bones robust enough to handle the wear and tear of daily life. If you're at a point where it feels like no matter what stretches you do, or how many short walks you take, the oomph in your legs just isn't the same, this might be what you're missing. In the next few minutes, you'll discover 7 foods that can make a genuine, long-term difference for your legs. You might even be surprised by which ones have the strongest impact, because they're neither flashy nor expensive, and most are found in your local grocery store year-round. There's a particular reason these foods stand out among so many other healthy choices. They each tackle a different aspect of what your legs require, from reducing inflammation that grinds down your joints to boosting muscle repair, so you're not stuck with soreness after a simple afternoon of yard work. Imagine what it feels like to get up from a chair without that momentary groan, or to walk around the block without your calves burning. That's exactly the kind of change you can set in motion by making simple adjustments to your usual meals. Some of these foods deliver a quick energy source that spares your legs from fatigue, while others provide the building blocks for muscle mass that gradually slips away after midlife if you're not paying attention. Walnuts don't look like much at first glance, but for anyone over 50, they can function like tiny nutritional shields that keep the legs mobile and strong. Each one is packed with plant-based omega-3 fatty acids. This is significant because inflammation is the enemy of comfortable movement. Achy knees, irritated tendons, and stiff joints can all find some relief when inflammation is under control. And omega-3s have consistently shown an ability to calm this aggravation inside the body. That means with regular walnut consumption, you might feel less lingering soreness after a day spent walking around. Or you might notice that the discomfort that usually flares up in your ankles isn't as intense. Even better, walnuts are also rich in magnesium, a mineral critical for proper muscle contraction and nerve function. When magnesium is low, cramps and twitches become common, especially at night. It's a hidden problem that shows up in many people over 50, partly because the body's ability to absorb magnesium from food can diminish with age. By popping a handful of walnuts each day, you get a gentle source of magnesium that can help your legs behave more like they used to, cramp-free and responsive. Salmon is another powerful ally in this quest for stronger, more resilient legs. You've probably heard it's full of omega-3s, but there's more to salmon than that. For one, it contains a high-quality protein that supports muscle mass. After 50, muscle tissue doesn't hold on as easily as it once did, thanks to a natural process known as sarcopenia. If you're not deliberately bringing in enough protein, especially protein that has a full spectrum of essential amino acids, you risk accelerated muscle loss in your thighs and calves. Over time, that translates to weaker legs that tire from climbing a single flight of stairs. A portion of salmon delivers this superior protein in a form your body readily absorbs. In addition, salmon offers vitamin D, which is often overlooked, but crucial for bone density and muscle function. When vitamin D levels plummet, bones become more brittle, muscles weaken, and you're more prone to fatigue. Plenty of people over 50 are short on this nutrient due to limited sun exposure and changes in how the body synthesizes vitamin D over time. By working salmon into your weekly meals, think of a grilled salmon fillet with a side of vegetables or in a salad. You fortify both bones and muscles, a dual benefit that keeps you standing straighter and walking with a lighter step. Greek yogurt might feel like a simple, everyday item, but its impact on leg strength shouldn't be underestimated. Its magic really shines through its unique composition of proteins, specifically casein and whey. When you consume Greek yogurt, you're fueling muscles in two phases. The whey protein starts working fast, aiding immediate muscle repair and regeneration after you've been on your feet or even after a mild exercise session. The casein protein, on the other hand, digests more slowly, offering a steady release of amino acids that help your leg muscles recover over an extended period. That's especially valuable if you often wake up feeling that dull, tired ache in your thighs or calves. Another aspect that sets Greek yogurt apart is the presence of probiotics. As you age, gut health becomes more essential than ever. Because if your digestive system isn't working at its best, you might not absorb vital nutrients efficiently. Those nutrients you've carefully added to your diet could pass right through you, benefiting nothing. Regularly consuming Greek yogurt can help maintain a healthier gut environment, which translates to better nutrient absorption overall. And yes, that includes minerals like calcium and magnesium that your bones and muscles crave. Imagine the synergy. You eat Greek yogurt in the morning. You absorb more calcium for your bones, more magnesium for your muscles, and more protein for overall tissue repair. It's a beautiful circle of benefit, especially if you're consistent about it. Spinach has long been labeled a superfood, and for excellent reason. In the context of your legs, spinach provides nitrates that improve blood circulation. Over time, reduced circulation can become a significant problem, leaving your calves and feet feeling cold, numb, or just plain tired. By adding spinach to your diet, either in salads or gently sautéed, you're giving your body the nitrates it can turn into nitric oxide, a compound that dilates blood vessels and helps deliver more oxygen and nutrients to your muscles. When your muscles receive a more generous flow of oxygen, they perform better and recover faster from daily wear and tear. Spinach also hosts iron, another crucial ally for your legs. With insufficient iron, your red blood cells struggle to transport enough oxygen, a problem that often surfaces as fatigue, shortness of breath, and general lethargy. That's why some people who are iron deficient feel a heavy drag in their legs, as though even walking across the room is a chore. A steady intake of iron-rich foods like spinach can help turn that around, bringing more energy to your lower body. And then there's vitamin K, which spinach has in abundance. Vitamin K plays a part in bone metabolism, ensuring that you maintain strong bone density through those later decades. When your bones are sturdier, your legs become a more reliable support system for the rest of your body. Eggs are sometimes cast as a breakfast staple, but there's so much more happening inside that shell than people realize. They deliver what's known as a complete protein because they contain all 9 essential amino acids. This is vital for muscle repair and growth, a perfect match for older adults who risk losing muscle mass in their legs if they don't actively replenish it. But eggs aren't just about protein. They also have choline, a nutrient often overlooked despite how indispensable it is for nerve function. When the communication between your nerves and muscles starts to degrade, you'll notice your balance isn't what it used to be. Or you might catch yourself stumbling on steps where you never did before. It's not always just about muscle strength. Sometimes it's the nerve signaling that slips first. Choline helps support the production of acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that ensures your muscles contract smoothly and in sync. If you're unsure of how to incorporate eggs more effectively, consider them not just at breakfast, but in dishes throughout the day, like adding a sliced hard-boiled egg to a salad or whipping up a veggie-rich frittata. That way, you're scattering a reliable source of muscle-friendly nutrients across different meals, and your legs get the steady, day-long support they need to stay robust. Beans, whether lentils, black beans, kidney beans, or chickpeas, deserve a place in your regular diet if you're serious about improving leg strength. They're an underrated gem for anyone over 50 because they deliver both protein and fiber in generous amounts. Protein is your muscle maintenance champion, and fiber helps regulate blood sugar spikes that can sap your energy and leave your legs feeling lifeless. There's another piece to the puzzle. Beans are rich in potassium, and that's crucial because your leg muscles rely on proper electrolyte balance to function. Low potassium can lead to cramps that strike in the middle of the night or unexpected moments of weakness when you're out running errands. Just as crucial as the iron you can get from certain beans, especially lentils. Iron helps your red blood cells carry oxygen, and if your leg muscles are short on oxygen, they fatigue more quickly. While it's easy to think of beans as just something you pile on a plate, consider them as a flexible base for nutritious, muscle-supporting meals, like a hearty lentil soup packed with vegetables, or a bean salad mixed with herbs and a little olive oil. These dishes are cost-effective. 2. Making beans an ideal way to fortify your legs without needing fancy or pricey foods. Bananas can sometimes feel like the basic fruit. Easy, cheap, and overshadowed by exotic or more colorful options. But here's why bananas deserve a second look if you find your legs lacking the strength they used to have. They're a fast and convenient way to get natural carbohydrates that fuel your muscles. If you've ever felt your legs give out during a simple chore, it might be because your muscles are starved for immediate energy. Bananas offer that quick boost without resorting to processed sugars that spike your glucose levels and make you crash later. They also contain potassium, which is central to preventing leg cramps and keeping the fluid balance in your muscle cells on an even keel. Even the magnesium in bananas is worth noting because it helps with muscle relaxation and can reduce that tense, tight feeling that creeps into your calves. Imagine starting your day with a banana and a small serving of Greek yogurt. You're combining the quick energy from the banana with the sustained muscle repair from the yogurt's protein. That means your legs can perform better right away and also recover more effectively later. So, these 7 foods: walnuts, salmon, Greek yogurt, spinach, eggs, beans, and bananas cover the main nutritional angles your legs need as you navigate life beyond 50. But there's an even deeper reason these should be staples in your weekly routine. When you begin to include them, you're not just fueling your body for the day-to-day tasks that can become unexpectedly challenging. You're also safeguarding your future health by fending off age-related muscle loss and joint discomfort. If you think about it, your legs really are the foundation of so many activities, from playing with the grandkids to enjoying a brisk walk through your neighborhood. By deliberately choosing to consume foods that strengthen your lower body, you're essentially investing in your independence, mobility, and overall quality of life. Some people wonder how long it takes to see real changes in leg strength after shifting their diet. It varies, of course, but within a few weeks, many notice they can stand up from a chair more easily or tackle the stairs with less strain. The combined effect of improved muscle repair, enhanced circulation, and reduced inflammation can create a noticeable difference in everyday comfort levels. That's not to say you'll suddenly feel 25 again, but you may realize that your ankles ache less often, or your knees don't seem as creaky. Another hidden benefit is how these foods can also support balance. Many older adults begin to worry about falls, especially if their legs feel weak or unstable. It's not simply about having big muscles. Strong, responsive legs are better at catching you when you trip or misstep, reducing the chance of serious injury, of course. Dietary changes alone won't magically solve everything if you aren't staying active in some capacity. Even moderate, consistent exercise, like light resistance training, walking, or water aerobics, can complement the nutrients you're bringing in. Picture how differently your muscles would respond if you're fueling them with high-quality protein and essential minerals, and then nudging them through mild but regular physical challenges.
Little by little,
You reawaken those muscle fibers that have been lying dormant. Your body starts to remember how to move with confidence, and your legs begin to feel less like lead pillars and more like reliable support beams that carry you through your day. It's also worth noting that many people over 50 deal with nutrient absorption issues they never had to worry about before. Conditions like low stomach acid, reduced enzyme production, or changes in gut flora can impair how well you digest and utilize the vitamins and minerals in your food. That's another reason these 7 foods can be so beneficial. They're not overly complicated or hard to break down. Walnuts are easy to snack on and contain nutrients like magnesium and omega-3s, informs your body can usually handle well. Salmon supplies a natural combination of protein and fat that doesn't strain digestion the same way a heavily processed meal might. Bananas are gentle on the stomach for most folks, and Greek yogurt offers beneficial bacteria to aid in overall digestive health. This synergy helps ensure that the good stuff you're eating actually ends up where it needs to go, in your muscles, bones, and connective tissues, rather than just passing through without giving you the benefits. Small additions to your daily meal plan can be surprisingly powerful. A banana in the morning instead of sugary pastries, a handful of walnuts in the afternoon instead of potato chips, an omelet with spinach and a bit of cheese for breakfast, and a bean-based soup for lunch. These changes don't necessarily demand a radical overhaul of your lifestyle. Yet they supply critical building blocks that aging legs are desperate for. If you're the type of person who worries about portion sizes or calorie counts, there's some good news. Most of these foods are nutritionally dense without being excessive in calories when consumed in moderation. You get a lot of muscle-friendly value out of each bite, which matters especially if you're watching your weight or dealing with metabolic issues. Occasionally, people also wonder if they should take supplements instead of relying on food. Supplements can be beneficial when you have a known deficiency, but whole foods offer a complex matrix of nutrients, enzymes, and cofactors that synthetic supplements can't always replicate. For instance, eating spinach gives you fiber, vitamin K, magnesium, and nitrates all in a single package. A pill might provide just 1 or 2 of these. That said, if blood tests indicate you're severely lacking in something specific, like vitamin D, then a targeted supplement might be essential, especially if you live in a region without enough sunlight or have a medical condition affecting absorption. But for the average person looking to keep their legs strong and functional, a balanced diet built around these natural ingredients can be extremely effective. Everything hinges on consistency. You don't need a punishing regimen, nor do you need to banish all your favorite indulgences. A handful of walnuts 3 or 4 times a week, a salmon dinner twice a week, Greek yogurt in your morning routine, a bunch of fresh spinach in a salad or smoothie, eggs included in different meals, beans rotated into soups or stews, and bananas ready for a quick snack or dessert. It all adds up. Each choice feeds into a cycle of healing, strengthening, and energizing your lower body. Even if your legs have felt weak for years, there's still the potential to regain a surprising measure of vitality by aligning your diet with what they fundamentally need. Getting older isn't always easy, and the changes in our legs serve as one of the more noticeable reminders that time marches on. But the narrative that it's all downhill after 50 isn't set in stone. These 7 foods are living proof that nutrition can make a direct, powerful difference in how your legs feel and perform. You might start to sense that your balance improves, that the stiffness you feel when you wake up in the morning goes away faster, or that you can remain on your feet longer without longing for the nearest chair. Those victories might seem small to an outside observer, but they're profound for someone who's felt their mobility slipping. That's the real power of focusing on your diet in a strategic way, especially once you realize you're not stuck with the same fate that your parents or grandparents faced. The body has an amazing capacity to adapt, even in later years, when we give it the right resources. Sudden transformations aren't on the menu here. It's a gradual strengthening that sneaks up on you, leading to a moment one day where you notice you've climbed a set of stairs or carried a bag of groceries and realized, wait, that wasn't so bad. There's a real sense of freedom that comes from regaining confidence in your legs, like you're less confined by your age and more in charge of your movements. It's often these subtle, day-to-day improvements that inspire people to keep going, to stay consistent with their new eating habits, and to discover how good it can feel to maintain active, dependable legs, surprising as it may sound. What you toss into your grocery cart can shape the next decade or more of your mobility. The choice to reach for an extra bag of spinach or a container of Greek yogurt might seem small at the moment, but over weeks and months, it accumulates into a formidable advantage against the creeping effects of aging. Walnuts ease inflammation. Salmon provides the proteins and fats that keep muscles strong and limber. Greek yogurt enhances recovery. Spinach boosts circulation. Eggs sharpen nerve function. Beans stabilize energy levels. And bananas prevent cramping. When these foods become staples, your legs get a consistent flow of what they need to stay vital, capable, and ready to propel you forward in life. Always remember, it's never too late to start. If you've been worried that you've already lost too much strength, let that concern motivate you rather than dishearten you. The body can show remarkable resilience at any age if you supply it with the right building blocks. Make these foods part of your weekly routine. Stay active in the ways you enjoy most, and you may be amazed at how much better your legs begin to feel. That's the real heart of all this. The chance to live with fewer limitations, more spontaneity, and a stronger connection to the simple joy of being able to move comfortably. It might sound basic, but once you've felt the frustration of weak legs, you'll appreciate just how precious every step truly is. Your legs form the core of your independence, and these 7 foods can help you preserve that freedom for as long as possible. Share these insights with friends and subscribe so more people can discover what truly works to keep our bodies strong and active.